everybody at home, it's Professor Pumpernickel with video number 5. This is the window to my laboratory, and I just wanted to show you that it's a gorgeous, beautiful, sunny day outside, which is important for this video, because we're going to talk all about energy. We're going to talk about the sun in the sky, and how we use the sun in various ways. But before we leave the laboratory, I'm going to take a little short walk over into the corner here, and you might be able to see a contraption over there. It's been there the whole time in most of these videos. But before we get to that contraption, we have a host of smelly, slimy barrels here, and they've got stuff inside of them. There it is. It's gooey, it's slimy, it's messy to handle. It's what I like to call liquid sunshine. Yes, this is cooking oil from plants. Some of it is rapeseed oil, some of it is sunflower oil, and some of it is palm oil. Some of the palm oil there at the bottom there. That's the white harder stuff. And this is all from plants. And as you know, plants use the sun out there. They use the sun to grow, to photosynthesize. Yes, they use the sun to generate their own food. So once Professor Pumpernickel has collected all of the old cooking oil from the cafes and restaurants when they no longer need it, I put it into this device. This is my wonderful biodiesel refinery. And just to put a long story short, I basically take all the old smelly stuff, we put it into here. There should be some in there already. There it is, liquid sunshine. Excellent. We're going to take a look at where we used the cooking oil once it's gone through this machine, because once it's gone through the machine, at the very end here, here's the pipe where it all comes out. We put it into some canisters, into some barrels, and we take it to an engine, into a diesel engine. We burn all of the old cooking oil in a diesel engine, and we're going to take a look at where that diesel engine is. We're going to take a journey to visit the big diesel engine that burns the biodiesel. And I'll see you chaps in a moment. Follow me, guys. This way. To the canal. Just behind me you can see some things. They're power lines, high voltage power lines. You can see a pylon right there. And they stretch all the way over there in the distance over that way. Follow me. We're going to go and see where we burn all that biodiesel. A little later on, we're going to come and do an experiment under the pylons, something I suggest you guys don't try at home at all. Professor Pumpernickel does it, so you don't have to. But that's a nighttime thing, so we'll come back. Come with me. All right, people, come on. Off to the boat we go. Hey you guys, you're gonna be famous. You're on Eureka National Children's Museum from Halifax. We're going live. Can you give them a wave and say hello?
Oh, we've just taken Peggy out of this bag. It was her bag. We took her out.
You've just taken Peggy out of the bag?
Out of this bag. This is her bag. It was a bit warm, so we...
Peggy Babcock's knapsacks straps.
Yeah.
That's it. Have a nice day. Here we are at the Pumpernickel boat. Lots of energy we use on the boat, lots of types of energy, the transfer of energy. That's what we're talking about today, the transfer of energy from one place to another, from one state to a different state. So follow me. We were talking about the biodiesel, weren't we? This boat runs on a big diesel engine, and rather than pump out all of those terribly smelly hydrocarbons, I thought, why not pump out carbohydrates instead? And that's what trees and plants are made of, carbohydrates, not hydrocarbons. It's a cleaner fuel. In fact, it's carbon neutral. So come this way. Just a little quick glimpse of the engine. There's the engine. And we're going to switch the engine on. Yeah! Biodiesel. Liquid sunshine. Woo! All right. So, that's the transfer of energy from the sun into the plants. The plants take the energy along with the nutrients from the ground. They use the sun to photosynthesize to create their own carbohydrate food within the plant system, and then I have now extracted all of that through the oil and refined it, and now I can burn it in the engine here. So again, the energy is transferred once more, and then it will dissipate into heat energy and sound energy and some emissions from the exhaust. This is what we call the dispersion of energy, or to use a more technical term, entropy. So what else do we have on the boat? Well, we have lots of electrical appliances. So how do we power these electrical appliances? Well, if you take a look over here we have some solar panels. Yes, here we have 200 watt panel of solar, another 200 watt panel of solar power, and a third solar power panel, another 200. That's 600 watts. 600 watts of energy from the sun. Again, harnessing that power from the sun. We are transferring the energy. We're transferring it from the solar panels, and we're going to put it into some batteries. So let's have a look at those. A big bank of 12 volt batteries. There's a lot of power there. This is what's called a switch charge relay, and when these batteries are nice and full, it's a very clever device and diverts all the energy into a different bank of batteries. That's the little controller. Up here we can see how much we're getting. Let's have a look how much energy we're getting from the sunshine. Let's focus. Okay, so we've got 61.9 volts at 1.4 amps going from the sunshine into the panels and over into the batteries. And there's a nice smiley happy face there to tell us that these batteries are feeling super duper fine. What things do we power with the batteries? Well, we've got some lights to start off with. There's a little monster on the bed. It's Mr. Balls. Hey, Mr. Balls. Here's some more lights in the bedroom. There we go. We have a shower. I mean, that requires quite a lot of electricity. A nice shower there. What else do we have? Well, there's my salad, my tea. I'm going to finish that after the video. We have a fridge freezer. Good to eat healthy, guys. So I'm going to make a nice cold drink. And believe it or not, this ice was made with the sun. The sunshine has made these ice cubes. How about that for a transfer of energy, eh? Over here we have another type of energy transfer. We have a gas hob, and the gas hob uses natural gas, which again is from dead organic matter, primarily methane, to boil the kettle. And over here, an even more amazing source of energy transfer. We've got a pile of logs. Now, you'll all know by now that trees use the sunshine to photosynthesize like any other plant life. Here we have an ordered quantity of potential energy, and I'm going to help the energy disperse and increase its entropy. And we're going to extract the energy from these logs by applying a little bit of activation energy in the form of a candle flame or a flame from a match to set them on fire. And that will release all their energy into the stove tonight when it gets nice and cold outside. So, hope you've enjoyed the little tour of the boat. I'm going to go back outside now because we've got a little announcement to make. And that announcement is the winner of last week's competition. All right, so the winner to last week's competition is Martha from Chorley. Age 7, you win yourself a Eureka goodie bag with a family pass So when we reopen again, you can bring your family down. We'll all have a grand old time. Hello everybody there, we having a nice time?
Sounds like a good science lesson.
Oh yes, we're at Eureka at home in Halifax. Yes, I've just announced the winner. It's Martha in Charlie. Do you want to give her a round of applause? Well done, Martha. Excellent. Have a nice day. The little factoid of information just before we clock off and wait for the sun to go down, and that is, you can never create any more energy in the universe than already exists. You can never destroy energy. There's as much energy in this universe as there ever was since its creation, and there will never be any more. There will never be any less. It just gets shifted around from place to place. So my question is this. I've already mentioned it once in the video. What is the name? It's a one-word answer. What is the name given to this phenomenon where energy is just transferred from one place to another, and gradually that energy gets spread out further and further and more dispersed? It's a one-word answer, and it's a beautiful sounding name. So put your answers below this video in the Eureka at Home page, and I'll announce the winner next week. And we'll wait until the sun goes down, then we'll go and visit the high voltage power lines. That's something which you guys should never do. Professor Pumpernickel does it so you don't have to. Alright, so we're going over there where that power line is, and we're going to do an amazing experiment just to show you how dangerous these things actually are. So signing off just for now. Here we are, everybody. We've made it into the field. The sun has gone down. Look at that beautiful sunset. There's the moon over there. Some flickering red lights in the distance. I'm here with Mrs. Pumpernickel. There she is. You can see her silhouette there. And we're here next to this recognizable silhouette. We're next to a high voltage line pylon. And this is not something we recommend you do at home. Professor Pumpernickel does this so you don't have to, remember. So this is where one set of power lines intersects with another set of power lines. So what Mrs. Pumpernickel is about to do, in her hands she has two fluorescent office light bulbs, and as she raises them above her head, look what happens. Isn't that amazing? They light up. There's enough energy here under these high voltage power lines. There's enough electromagnetic field to power these fluorescent light bulbs. Just drop them down again, please, Mrs. Pumpernickel, and they go out. So above head height, they will shine. Isn't that beautiful? Again, something you should never try at home. This is why power lines are so dangerous. Even on the ground with them way above our heads, there's still enough electromagnetic energy traveling through our bodies and into the ground to power these light bulbs. Well, thank you everybody at home for watching the video all about energy, and we'll see you in the next one. So farewell and goodbye for now. Goodbye.